dudes! Welcome to another episode of the Bullshit Show. I'm Dad. That's Nathan. And look who Nathan has. It's Mittens, also known as Anchor Baby.
Yay!
She's like, I'm so cute.
Oh, you're so cute. I'm so confused. I don't know why I'm here.
Okay, about 10-15 minutes ago, the Oscars ended. So we thought we would do an Oscar wrap-up show.
Welcome to the Hey Dudes After Oscar Special.
Yes.
Dad.
Yes. And we got some comments from our Hey Foods. We'll cover some of that. And also what's going on in the world. Let's do the world first, and then we can get into the Oscars.
World sucks. Back to you.
The world sucks. Trump is on his way to Hanoi, Vietnam, which will be the first time he ever set foot in that country, because he was a fucking draft-dodging little bastard and a pussy. And he's going to have a little meeting with Kimmy. So,
Kim Possible?
with little Kim Possible. With little Kim Possible. I don't blame him. I would too. But once again, nothing will be settled, and yet he'll think he needs the Nobel Peace Prize. So, this week could be a big week, people. It's possible that the Mueller report could come out this week. Possibly midweek. We don't know. It may not happen until next week now. But that's something to look forward to.
I made that.
Cool.
Well, I'll save it for when we're on the top
Okay.
of the Oscars.
And also this week, Michael Cohen, Trump's former attorney, is going to be testifying in front of Congress live on TV. So that should be interesting. About as exciting as the Kavanaugh hearings.
It'll be amazing how Trump can get a hitman in there.
Yeah, I know. But, so all that shit's going on this week. Hopefully we'll get our car fixed this week. Our car took a shit on us yet again. So that's why we're doing a Hey Dudes, because we can't run to the store.
Or go to the movies.
Or go to the movies. So we're kind of stuck at home, so we may do a Hey Dudes every day this week. Or not.
God.
Oh, God, no. But, we got really good response from the Hey Foods. People like the Japanese stuff. Even Death of the Pilgrim seemed to have liked it. And she did forgive us for not eating the squid. So, but I haven't given it to the cats yet because I'm afraid that it'll kill them. So, I'm not prepared to...
That's the reason why you didn't eat it, because you thought you'd kill you.
Yeah. No, it's because it smelled like my nan's minge. To quote a comment. We got some great comments to go through, so we'll get to those later. But now, the Oscars.
Welcome back to the Hey Dudes After the Oscars Special. Your host, no one!
Yeah. I'm Ryan Seacrest.
With your host,
Anchor Baby. Anchor Seacrest.
And
It's Dick Clark's Rocket New Year special.
And the Oscar goes to Boots.
To me. For being the cutest kitty in the world. There were some interesting surprises in tonight's Oscars.
the visual effects category
Yes.
is bullshit!
There were several that were total bullshit, and visual effects being probably the biggest.
First Man sucked ass!
First Man, the visual effects were just okay. They were adequate. But it was up against Avengers. It was up against Ready Player One, which had the best visual effects of any film in the last 10 years. What else was it up against? It was up against, well, Christopher Robin, and that was just crap.
That was mostly just fucking...
And then Solo, which is
Solo was okay, but that's Star Wars.
Yeah, that's Star Wars crap. That people are immune to that. But first, man, the film sucked. First of all, and then on top of that, again, the visual effects. Not that big a deal. It was space stuff, and most of it was just NASA films that had been rescanned and digitally enhanced.
If they wanted to make a space film win, they should have chose Solo or fucking Infinity War.
Yes, or Ready Player One, which I just watched again last night, and I realized 99% of that film is a fucking visual effect.
They might as well have thrown it in under the animated movies.
Yeah, exactly. Like fucking Lion King should be.
Although, animated category, yes.
Yes, we'll go with the animation category. The animated feature was Spider-Man. And makes him happy.
Good fucking God, good. Yes.
I have not seen it, but
it deserved to win.
I've seen the trailers and scenes from it, and it looked pretty kick-ass. So, yay for that. Now, I have a personal rant. Fucking, they should have done this during a commercial break, so I wouldn't have had a stroke. Cinematography. I can't even bring myself to discuss this. You gotta understand what Roma was. Roma is the film that won cinematography. Alfonso Cuarón won for best cinematographer. And you've got to understand, he is not a cinematographer. He's the fucking director of the film. And at the last minute, right before shooting began, Emmanuel Chivo Lubisky was set to shoot Roma. But because of schedule changes, Lubisky had to bow out of the project to go do something else. And Cuarón said, well, who do you recommend I get to shoot it?
Kevin Bassett.
Yeah, and I was busy. So Chivo said, do it yourself. Just shoot it yourself. You know enough about cinema. Do it yourself. And Cuarón laughed it off, and then thought, well, okay, maybe I will. And he did. And he fucking won cinematography for that. I have not seen Roma. I probably will never see Roma because I don't want to. Because I don't speak Spanish. And I hate subtitles. But I've seen scenes from it. Yeah, just about anybody can shoot black and white. A monkey can shoot black and white. Well, I won't get into that. But the other 4 films were shot better by real cinematographers. What the hell? So, yeah, Alfonso Cuarón also won Best Director again.
I just want to throw out.
I don't want to throw up.
This is my personal opinion. I don't think Netflix movies should have
been even
Oscar
eligible.
Nominated. Like eligible.
But to be eligible for the Oscars, the only rule states that it has to screen in a cinema in New York and Los Angeles for a minimum of a week prior to December 31st of that year. That's it. So Roma booked a theater, nobody makes film prints anymore, everything's digital. So rented a digital theater, showed it in New York, showed it in LA, qualified for the fucking Oscars. Which is bullshit. Netflix should not be eligible for the Oscars. Nor should Hulu or YouTube or any of that shit. They should have their own fucking awards, which they do. Isn't that television?
Technically.
Wouldn't Netflix be considered television?
I mean,
that's what the Emmys are for.
I'm fine with it in like the Golden Globes or the Emmys.
Yes, the Golden Globes.
Oscars are for actual movies.
Yes, the Oscars are still somewhat sacred in that regard. Netflix, no. And
Like,
Roma should not have won anything. Shouldn't have been nominated for anything.
Even if they made a Marvel movie on Netflix, and which they're not. Fuck Netflix, by the way.
Fuck Netflix.
And that got nominated, I still would have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Because Netflix movies just don't seem like actual movies. I don't think they should be in the Oscars.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think, even if they did circumvent the rules and still show, the Academy needs to redefine what a feature film is. And as long as John Bailey's president, then he never fucking will, because he's a fucking hack who almost allowed cinematography to be read during a commercial break. And he's a cinematographer, for God's sake. The president of the Academy is a DP. And he said, okay, it's okay if cinematography is read during a commercial break. But at the last minute, because everybody pissed and moaned, including me, they changed their mind and read all the awards on TV, which is fine. And even though they cut everything, did all this shit, it still ran 20 minutes over. Stupid fucks. They need to cut the performances of the best song, and they need to cut showing clips of all the best picture films.
I mean, you've already
that eats up 15 minutes right there.
You already read the nominees when they first were announced. And then they're going to be read again right before the award is announced.
That's enough.
So why do you need to do it?
You don't need
again?
to show clips.
Like 3 times.
I mean, sure, maybe people tuning in have never seen them because they don't get the Oscar screeners in the mail, so they've never seen Vice or Bohemian Rhapsody or whatever. But tough shit. Then they shouldn't be watching the Oscars. People forget. The Oscars are just a club. They're a club with 8,000 members. And we get to peer in on their little award ceremony. They shouldn't have to kiss the public's ass. And fuck you, Disney. Because Disney's the one who made the decision to air the 4 awards during the commercial breaks. It was their decision. And if you look at the breakdown of what films Disney were nominated for, the 4 things that they weren't nominated for happened to be the 4 things that they were going to read during a commercial break. Cinematography, editing, short film, and makeup. They didn't have a horse in those races, so Disney's like, who cares? Fuck them. But fortunately, everybody pissed and moaned, and they relented, and all is well. And it wasn't a bad Oscar ceremony. It moved along pretty well. But my personal beef is with cinematography and visual effects. What the fuck? And as usual, Spike Lee embarrassed himself in his fucking he got screenplay, adapted screenplay, and he didn't even write the fucking thing. The other guys wrote it. He just put his name on it. He hogs the microphone and goes on and on about with his bullshit Negro shit, and didn't even let the other guys speak. What a fucking asshole he is. I call bullshit on Spike Lee. What else did I want to rag about? Rami Malek, yeah, okay, I guess so. Put some false teeth in, he's Freddie Mercury. Yeehaw. I'm sorry, but Christian Bale transformed himself physically and mentally to play Dick Cheney, and he deserved the Oscar. That is bullshit. I cry bullshit on that. There was one other one I wanted to rag on. What the fuck was it? God damn it. Oh yeah, sound editing and sound mixing were both Bohemian Rhapsody. No, I don't think so.
One thing I saw on Twitter was they got an Oscar for putting Queen songs in a Queen movie.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I don't know. I mean, if anything, First Man should have got sound mixing, because that sound was a very important element in that film, or the lack of sound.
It was one of the only good things about the movie.
Yeah, and in a Kubrickian sense, the lack of sound was really important. The quietness of space. But whatever. What was the other thing that I wanted? Oh, fuck, I can't remember now. But everything else was predictable. However, Olivia Colman won Best Actress. We were shocked by that. She was okay. She was good. I'm sorry, but The Favorite was a crappy film. It really was. It was highly, highly overrated. It was not that good.
I made this.
And Olivia Colman was... Olivia Colman was probably the best thing of that film. So, I guess. But Glenn Close got shanked. So, I'm sorry, Glenn.
I couldn't take The Favorite seriously, knowing Olivia Colman voices Marion and Thomas. So every time she was yelling or something, all I heard was Marion yelling at Bill and Ben. So, and Green Book won Best Picture.
Green Book won Best Picture, which again, the Academy picks some obscure little fucking movie to be Best Picture, like Grinding Nemo last year and Moonlight the year before. It's bullshit. Black Panther should have taken Best Picture just because for the popularity purposes. Or Bohemian Rhapsody. I could have been fine with Bohemian Rhapsody. But now I gotta see Green Book. Which means I gotta get out of the house and go to the theater and see this damn thing. So... anyways.
Oh, what a nightmare.
Yeah. There'll be somebody sitting behind me, chunking popcorn, eating Skittles, going, yeah, well, whatever, yeah. Fuck, I hate going to the movies. But anyways,
that's Hey Dudes, ladies and gentlemen, good night.
No, we got some comments from our Hey Foods. A couple of people just wanted some shout outs. I want to give them, before I forget, I want to, if I can find these people. God damn it. This iPod is so fucking slow. Oh, okay. Jacob Vella. He asked for a shout out. He asked for a fart too, but unfortunately I'm not gaseous tonight. But he wants us to do, he has a great idea for doing a show called Hey Tunes, where we review music. We're thinking about it. Unfortunately, neither one of us listen to popular music. So, other than what we occasionally hear on the radio, but I listen to an 80s station. So, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Or maybe we'll do classics. I don't know. We'll see how people react to that. But, and who else? Somebody else wanted a shout out. You talk for a minute.
I haven't done anything with my life in the last 2 weeks. Besides,
I haven't done anything with your life in the last 2 years.
Yeah, that's true. I saw a Kim Possible live action movie that was pretty good. Yeah.
Keep talking.
Plans that I had for March, things fell through because most of my plans never work out anyway.
Yeah. Life really fucking sucks sometimes. And it pisses me off the goddamn car broke down. Again. It's just happened back in November. Now it's happened again. And it upsets me. And when I get upset, I get chest pain. And I think I'm going to have another fucking heart attack. Which is all I fucking need. So... okay, well, we'll shut up now and I'll go take a Xanax and chill out. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, hey dudes!
First man sucked ass.